Is the Bibb County LEC in such poor condition that it opened the door for 4 inmates to escape? Macon Mayor Lester Miller says no.
I think once all the facts come out, there are things that could have been done to prevent the escape, or would have known about it had you exercised ordinary care.
For Mayor Miller, the 43-year-old jail is solid. In fact, according to him, the efforts of Jonathan Barnwell, Joey Fournier, Mark Anderson, and Chavis Stokes put into escaping is evidence of that.
Some of the pictures I've seen, it looks like there's been a lot of hard work done. That might take several hours.
Pictures like this one show the hole chiseled around what looks like a window and what Sheriff David Davis says is the oldest part of the county jail.
If you give somebody the right tools inside of a jail and give them enough time and lack of oversight, you're going to have people that can break out of a new jail. So it's not just the age and condition of a jail.
For weeks, WGXA has been sharing the details of recent grand jury inspections of the Bibb jail, like the 2021 report, where jurors observed broken windows and asked what materials could be used instead of glass, and the 2022 report, where it stated jurors expected to see more from $3 million spent on renovations after the previous inspection. The money was given to the sheriff's office under Mayor Miller's administration.
It's amazing to me that someone would say they don't see $3 million worth of improvement when you didn't see the jail before, right? Have you ever got something done, a new kitchen in your household? But if I never seen your old kitchen, how do I know what the improvements is supposed to look like? So a person comes to a grand jury that hasn't been to that particular jail before and says, I don't see $3 million improvements. You didn't have any kind of thing to talk about before. What do you compare it to?
But at least one county commissioner has also questioned the millions of dollars allocated to the jail, saying county leaders never received a final update on what repairs were made and how the money was spent. Mayor Miller says that's not true.
That same commissioner is probably going to comment on every single thing we ever do in this administration, so I'm really not going to get into those types of issues. But every single dollar that's been spent at the jail can easily be gotten from the people that you request your information from.
So you all aren't interested in seeing it with your own eyes?
We all have seen it with our own eyes, so I'm not going to call.
You haven't been to the jail since you were.
I've seen the invoices where work has been done, and I talked to the people who do the work.
Okay.
You know, I don't have to go up into the roof over here at auditorium to show that air conditioning has been done. If I go there or I get complaints there, I know it's working or not working. So I'm not going to go over there and physically inspect every lot that wants to be repaired over there or go into every place. And neither should anybody else except for the people who are in that kind of business.
In that same 2022 report, the grand jury recommended that money spent on projects like the amphitheater be used to construct a new county jail, which Miller explains just isn't possible since the new music venue was built using bonds backed by private funding, not tax dollars.
They don't know the ramifications of a bond. The bonds that you would have to do, number one, if you did a bond, it's going to take you a couple years. It's going to have to require a referendum, but you're also going to have to borrow the money until that money comes in, and at today's interest rate, you're talking about $6 million in interest a year to build a jail until it's built. Plus, you're going to pay that for 30 years. That's something that would bankrupt Bibb County.
The mayor says waiting to add the construction of a new jail to a SPLOST is the best financial option and the approach he supports, even though he doesn't think a new facility is necessary.
I mean, it is 43, 50, going to be 50 years old. You only get these SPLOSTs every once in 5 or 6 years. We've had some recommendations by the grand jury. I think you need to have courtrooms there. We don't have to have transport to and from people. I don't particularly like the location it's in right now. So I think there's a lot of reasons that you would probably want to build a new jail. You don't want to keep having people say it every 4 years, we need a new jail, and not get it done. I think at some point in time, it's going to be too expensive to wait around on doing it. So I don't think we're in dire straits on the jail. I think a lot of it can be handled with management there.
Reporting for Project Macon, Brittany Miller, WGXA News.